Okay, so yesterday in math we talked about time. Do you remember what this kind of clock is called with the hands and the numbers going around? It's a weird word. It's called an analog clock. Say analog. Yeah, this is an analog clock. An analog clock has a longer hand, which is the minute hand. The minute hand kisses the outside of the numbers. It has an hour hand, which is about half the length of that one. Do you remember which one you always say first when you're telling time? Yep, the short hand, or else it'll cry like a little baby in the house. You always have to call on the shorter one in the house. So you always you always say the short hand first. This is a digital. Digital uses digits, which are numbers. And remember yesterday I told you how, when I first started teaching, it was much easier to teach time because everybody had a clock like this at their house. Now I find that people rarely have a clock like this, an analog clock. Most people just use their phone, they use the cable box, they use the microwave that have digits on them. That's a digital time. But we have to learn this. It's good to know. All right, so a review. When the minute hand goes straight up to the 12, so read your shorthand first. This is 9. If it goes straight up, o'clock. So say 9 o'clock. Good. What time is this? Shorthand first. 11 o'clock. Very good. This was a weird one. Yeah, it's 12. So that hour hand is hidden right behind it. 12 o'clock. Okay. So yesterday we worked on 595. If you don't have this in front of you right now, please turn this off or pause this and go get it. And let's go over this time. Okay, so I left you, we did the top together. So the bottom part, it says you draw the hands. So we're going to draw the hands for 5 o'clock. So I know it's going to go halfway between, it's nice and straight, that's 5, and then the o'clock kisses the top line. And then you write it as 5, 0, 0, 5 o'clock. So that means the 5th hour and no minutes. So this is 10 o'clock. So I'm going to do my shorthand to the 10, and my long hand kisses the line. Whoop. And then this is 10 o'clock. This is 3 o'clock. The short hand towards the 3. The big hand kisses the top. And then for 3 o'clock, you would write 3 and then no minutes, 0, 0. Okay, let's see, homework. Colin, so turn your paper over. Colin gets home at 3 o'clock. Evan gets home 1 hour later. What time does Evan get home? So what comes after 3? What number? Yeah, 4. So 4 o'clock, I'm going to draw my shorthand to the 4. And then if it's o'clock, I go straight up and I kiss the top line. That's 4 o'clock. This is going to be digits because that's a digital clock. Baseball practice starts at 4 o'clock. Mark eats a snack 2 hours before. So if you have 4, take away 2. Yeah, it would be 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock right there. It is after 7 o'clock and before 9 o'clock. What time is it if it's exactly on the hour? Well, what number comes between 7 and 9? 8. Very easy. Yeah, so shorthand towards the 8 and then kiss the top up there. Good. Okay. Homework page. The first part, it says write down the time. Well, shorthand first is 8. If it's straight up, you say o'clock. So this is 8 o'clock. And then 8 o'clock. This is 1 o'clock and 1 o'clock. This is 7 o'clock and 7 o'clock. Yeah, pretty easy telling time to the hour. So it says draw the hands on each clock, then write the time. So it's 2 o'clock. So shorthand to the 2 and then straight up is o'clock. And that is 2 o'clock. 4 o'clock, shorthand to the 4 straight up. Then you'll write 4 o'clock. The time on Javier's watch is 3 hours after 2. So 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I just added 3. So it would look like this, 5 o'clock. And vocabulary, a blank has an hour and a minute hand. So if they have the hands, remember, that's called an analog clock. A-N-A-L-O-G, an analog clock. The next one, the blank points to the hour. Which one points to the hour? Well, that's pretty easy. It's the hour hand. H-O-U-R-H-A-N-D, the hour hand. Okay, next one. A blank uses numbers on a screen. Which uses numbers? It would be a digital clock. D-I-G-I-T-A-L-C-L-O-C-K. And then number 10, the blank points to the minute hand on an analog clock. I'm sorry, points to the minutes, that would be minute hand. Okay, all right. So that was our homework. So today we're going to talk about telling time to the half hour. So we know that this is 1 o'clock, but what if I wanted to say 1:30? If we were at school today, and it's 1:30, we would be in science class. So this is 1 o'clock. Remember I said yesterday a clock has 60 minutes. See 60? Well, half of 60 is 30. So we're going to go down to 30. And this would be time, this is half hour. So this says 1:30. Now, look at your hour hand. This is a little bit tricky, but once you get it, when the hour hand, the one you say first, is between two numbers, you always go back to the lower number and say that one. So this is 1, and if it's going straight down, you'll say 30. How do I know that's 30? Well, let's count by 5s. This is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's 30 minutes. Each one of these counts as a minute. So watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. It's 1:30. Okay? Let's say I wanted to show 5:30. Okay, can you see that? There's 5:30. Let's see, I'm making dinner. Last night we had dinner at 5:30. Okay, so I'm going to first go to 5 o'clock. That's my hour. And I'm going to bring it down to the 30. This is 5:30. Right there. So let's look at how we say it. So remember, it's between, the hour hand is between two numbers. Go back to the earlier ones. So that's 5. And then straight down is 30. 5:30. See if you can tell me what time this is. Okay. So the hour hand is between two. Go back. So this time is 9:30. Good. Try this one. Okay, do the hour hand first. Go to the lower number. Go back. So it's 11. If it goes straight down, it is 30. 11:30. And that would be the half hour. What time is this? Good. 2:30. Between 2 and 3, you go back. So it's 2. And straight down is 30. 2:30. Okay. So this says show 5:30. Okay. So take this out. I'm sorry. Pull out 599. Pause this and take out 3 pages. And when you're done, come back on 599. Okay. So if it's 5:30, that's what it looks like. I'm going to put my hour hand halfway between the 5 and the 6. Okay, I can't put it straight to the 5 because that would be o'clock. It's not on 6 yet. And then 30 would go straight down and kiss that bottom line. That says 5:30. You can also say 5:30 because it's half of the clock past 5. Okay. Next page. You can show time to the half hour. 1 half hour is 30 minutes. These clocks show 2:30. So here you have 2 and 3. So you go back, there's 2, and then there's 30. The hour hand points between the 2 and the 3. The minute hand points to the 6. So that is 2:30. Okay, so what time is this? Do the shorthand first. Between the 9 and the 10, you always go back. So this is 9, and it's going straight down, so it's 9:30. And you could say 9:30, because it's half the clock past 9. Okay, look at this one. Between the 1 and the 2. Good. Yep, go back to the 1. And if it's going straight down, it is 30. So it's 1:30. And again, you have between 6 and 7. So you go back to the 6. And it is 30. So this is 6:30. Okay? So today we talked about telling time to the half hour. Always name your shorter hand first. If the shorter hand is between 2 hours, go back to the earlier hour. And if it's going straight down, you would say 30, because 30 is half of 60. I'm going to do 2 here, and I want you to finish this for tonight. So I do my shorthand first, between 10 and 11. Yep, I go back to 10, and this is 30, so it's 10:30. Over here, between 5 and the 6, I'm going to go back to the 5 and 30. 5:30. Okay, keep doing that. Down here, draw your hands. If it's 4:30, I'll go between the 4 and the 5. And then that one, I kiss the bottom line. And then this is 4:30. Okay, boys and girls, so that's telling time to the half hour. Please finish this page and the homework page, and we'll go over that tomorrow. And again, if you have any questions, call me, or you can dojo me, and I'll answer them right away. Okay, good luck. Work hard.